Hello everyone, this is Dylan from Gamer's Lair, and today we are going to be opening up the Caster Chronicles Polar Knights booster box. We got 4 of them, so we're going to get started. This has been a very popular set. We actually pre-sold out, but luckily I'm able to get more, so there will be more in this week, as well as the single cards, which should be up at the time that this goes live on YouTube. So we got our box topper. There is actually 3 different kinds of box toppers that we can get, and as far as I'm aware, there aren't any other ways to get these. So we got Rafina, which is what we got right here. We got Koella, and we got Maria. So these are all unique and they're all pretty good. So something to add extra value to your box there. So in this one we got the Rafina, like I said. Let's see if we can get one of each of these guys, that'd be cool. Yeah. Well, so far we're good. We got Maria. Yeah. Oh wow, we actually got them all back to back, which is pretty cool, because in my experience they're very much random. But I guess once you open up boxes, you're just bound to get all of them, so just by averages. Alright. Yeah, I can't say I actually enjoy tearing the packaging off of these guys. For whatever reason, it feels a little bit more difficult. There we go. Another Maria, which is nice. Alright. So, without further ado, let's start tearing these guys open. So got Angel Chiffon, Marriage Cupid, Goblin Jeweler, Yamada, which is actually a card from Force of Will. There's a lot of those in this set. Celestial Retrograde Motion, Hilulu, and we got Happy Earth as our foil. So that's a rare. Find using the knife and making a small incision at the top after you shake the pack to get everything to the bottom. Is the best way to open these things because the packaging is very plasticky, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But we got House of Candy, Arrogant Ladybug. These are also both Force of Will artworks. Collar on Holder, Night Gaunt, Fair and Square, Alamaria, and ooh, Afternoon Raimi, level 2. Nice, SR. Yeah, these actually have a secondary layer of plastic, and if you tear the pack cleanly, you don't see it, but if you tear the pack with like the tear tab, for example, oftentimes it'll actually separate the layers, and it's just not a great experience. Makes the pack very difficult to open and can possibly damage the cards. So I don't actually recommend scissors because it doesn't usually work as cleanly, but if you're not comfortable using a knife, scissors is probably the best alternative. Ooh, so this is a colorless, and that's a new addition to Caster Chronicles. Gawain, and that is also an SR, so that's nice. And then once you make the incision, you can just split the back here where it's joined together, and it'll go quite nicely. Just tear straight open. So we got the level 1 version of Afternoon Raimi, and this, although it's a reprint, they actually did change the artwork to a promo one they had in Japan, which I think is a pretty cool thing. because we did not have any way to get this artwork before. So even though it's a reprint, that's really cool. This is also the artwork of the card in the background of the caster Ram, so that's pretty interesting that they made that into its own card. Not really sure why, but hey, it's cool. It does have synergy with her, so it makes sense thematically. Another Marriage Cupid, Goblin Jeweler, Yamada, Kisera, which that one's also forcible, and so is this one, Sweets Paradise. And this card's actually really good. I'm kind of excited to try deck building with that. And we got Melee. Pretty solid. Another House of Candy, Arrogant Ladybug. Ooh, we got Cthulhu. So this one is a little interesting. It wasn't actually a forcible artwork because it's from the movie promo that they never really released. So not a lot of people actually have seen this, but it is actually from a Force of Will card. So that's interesting. It finally got its use on an actual released card. And we got our first Soul Bond, Frontina, which is really solid because not only does she make conjures cheaper, she also prevents them from cheating guys into play, which is currently really big. So that will do an interesting change. Yeah, see, what I think that this is going to be one of those packs where I show you the issue with the plastic because I didn't make a good cut there. So I will make another small incision to try and get things going smoothly. So there we go. Now we can tear this open normally, which is good, but you can actually see there's a layer of plastic here that can separate from the packaging, and if you use the tear tab, often what happens is that doesn't quite separate cleanly and you're left with a mangled pack, and you don't want to mangle the pack because that can damage the cards inside. So that's why I recommend not using the tear tab for this set, even though I normally do. So we got Cosmetics Bag, Metosera, that's also a Force of Will art. We got another Cthulhu, Sha Wu Jing, Elder Sign. Ooh, that's a good reprint. So that's actually not in set 1. It's a promo for buy a box for set 1, and it's a secret rare in set 1, so it's technically there. But you couldn't actually get this in normal rarity, so that's a nice reprint. Makes it much more accessible. And we got Spinel. And a nice clean cut so we don't get the plastic separated. I'm actually not really sure what the plastic layer is for. I think it's actually just to help insulate the cards from the outside. So this is really nice. It's also Force of Will artwork, but it stops players from searching, which is pretty cool. That's a Force of Will artwork. Angel Chiffon, Marriage Cupid, Necronomicon. And we got a Little Laurier level 2, which is also necessary. How many cards per packs were it again per box? I think it's 6. I don't actually remember. But that's okay. I think it might be 8. They're smaller boxes, but the cost works out to the same as before. They just cut out a common this time around, which, I mean, is whatever. Commons aren't really worth anything anyway. Ooh, Yogg Sothoth. And yeah, this is also a Force of Will artwork. This one's pretty sick. It has triple corrupt. We got the Toilet Paper Cat, who's also from Force of Will. Flower Medicine's a Force of Will artwork as well. Sweets Paradise. You're getting a lot of her as reprints. And we got Alamaria at level 3. Nice. I think she's the only level. Nah, there's 2 level 3s in the set if I recall correctly, and she's one of them. Ooh, so there's a Soul Bond reprint, which is nice. Oh, nice. We got a hyper rare Passion Wing. Really solid. And as you can see, they are no longer censoring the artwork on the hyper rares, which is good because when they were censored, it didn't really please anyone. If you didn't like the artwork being that revealing, then you didn't really care that they apply a little bit of censorship. And if you did like the artwork, you got mad that they applied the censorship. So this is a nice return to the way things were done in Japan and the way things have always been done there. And as you can see, the plastic was, again, not cooperating with the booster pack. We got Scoopy, also Force of Will card, as well as Flower Kingdom. And we got a Trainer level 1, which is a regular rare. Nice. That's not a clean cut. Well, it kind of was, but not in the right direction that I needed it to be. Oh, there we go. Night Gaunt, 100-eyed one, Angel Chiffon Nightmare. Don't think we've actually pulled that one yet. And another Happy Earth. Overall, in terms of card quality, I think they actually did a slight improvement. It's still not quite as nice as the set 4 cards. Those are probably my quality standard for casters. Set 1 and set 4 had really nice card quality. But I would say it's definitely back within more acceptable realms than it was last time. Last time felt a little bit cheap, but I think this is more than okay. We got Silver Key, and we got Fianma Fantasia, level 2. Roughly at the halfway point here. And that one's sticking. You don't want to cut through any cards, of course, so you gotta make sure that none of them are sticking out, and sometimes one or two of the back cards will just pop right out. And the unfortunate part about that is the back card, Mental Recovery, is Quick Cast. I didn't actually know that. Interesting. The back card's always the foil, so you don't want to cut that one especially. So we got a Lulu level 2. Nice. Also a very good caster. Set has a lot of very interesting cards. Arrogant Beetle. This one is a forcible art, but it's from Valhalla, so most people would never have seen it before in their lives. We got a Spinel. This was previously only a promo, so that's a nice reprint. I think they're very tasteful with the way they reprint things in this game, which is nice. Just keeping things accessible to people. Not going to try and pronounce that, but pretty nice. Second one. There we go. Got a Cthulhu, Tactless Fly, another Force to Will card. That one's new art, but that card is very good. 1 drop comes in when you play Fianma. And we got a Trainer. This one is also a reprint, pretty nice. Puts your the Lily Lulu Soulbon into play, which we haven't seen yet, but we're probably going to see very soon. There's a couple Soulbons in the set. Scoopy. Oh, alright, so my theory is correct. It does seem like you get, in a case, 2 of each secret, which in this case is Soulbon, and 1 of each hyper rare. And in this case, Chop Art is the hyper rare that we were missing. In our case, these were the last 4 boxes of our case that we opened for the store, so nice to see that the ratios are very consistent. So you don't really have to worry about not getting these chase cards. You know that in a case you're going to see X amount of these guys, and it's very consistent. Lancelot. Nice. So for those of us who are collectors, you can just grab a case and you'll definitely get one of each of the high rarity cards, but 2 of each of the secrets and 1 of the hypers. So you'll complete your collection quite easily if you're only going for 1-ofs. If you're going for play sets, it's still pretty hard, but I mean, a lot more accessible than it was before. And we get a nice plastic snag here. So we'll just cut around it to avoid damaging any cards. There we go. Yeah, the only set that's had plastic this bad, or packaging this bad, is the set 3. That's really awful packaging as well. But I think I'm able to get the tear tabs working on that 90% of the time. This one, the plastic is just not good enough for that, which is quite unfortunate. Minor things like that really bother me. Ooh, we got Happy. I don't think I've seen him yet. He's also Force of Will card. And Nyarlathotep. Wow, okay. Like back to back. Force of Will artworks. Got Nyarlathotep. Shub-Niggurath, Mother of the Void. We got a Lucifer. This might be an all Force of Will. No, okay. As soon as I say that, man. Lucifer. Mia Liara, and for another Frontina. Second one. But 2 of the same soul bond. That's interesting. Ooh, Morgan. She's actually, I think, the only foil purple in this set, which is kind of weird, but with all the inclusion of the colorless and the soul bonds, it makes the numbers a little skewed, unfortunately, and they had to adjust some rarities of the base 7 colors, and I think, unfortunately, purple got the shaft in terms of foil rares, with only her, if I recall correctly. Ooh, Sigma. So that was a starter deck promo, but it wasn't actually in a set before. And this one was also a promo that was given out, but only in Japanese, so we finally got it in English. Very nice. Yeah, not fun when you get that plastic separation. We got a Devil's Chocolate Donut. And we finally got the Lulu. That's a reprint as well. That's the card that works with the level 2 we saw earlier. So you can just call her directly into play with that level 2 caster. Kogyoko? Nice. More yokai support. They've been slowly adding to that, but I still don't really see a deck yet. Time will tell if that becomes a thing. Another Happy Earth. That's our 3rd copy. Don't think we've seen any mint in this box, though. Or at all yet, I should say. Clean cuts, very necessary. Again, very careful not to stress the packaging or else you'll bend the cards. Ooh, we got a mint. Yeah, I think this one actually, I'll have to purchase that one myself because it actually got a little bit of a, focuses all off, got a little bit of a dent there. Still alright, but I probably will just swap that with one of mine. Make sure that only perfect stuff goes in the inventory, but that's unfortunately what happens when you do not open the pack correctly. Luckily, just a regular rare, but again, something to look out for. Obviously, you don't want that to happen to you. You'd rather it happen to me on camera so you can learn from it versus happening to you when one of your valuable hyper rares or secrets that you're opening. So luckily, the card stock is actually nice enough. You can usually smooth out a lot of stuff to make it 100% playable and almost unnoticeable unless you're looking for it specifically. But unfortunately, it is mildly damaged to the point where you can tell if you are looking for it. Ooh, another Merlin. Very nice. Kogyoko. I believe I'm pronouncing that one right, but could be wrong. Kugyoko, maybe? Yogg-Sothoth. I feel like that's the same name as the other one, but maybe there's a mild difference in the naming. I'm actually quite curious. Just didn't think about it until now. There's the other Yogg. It's been a little bit since he's popped up. It's gonna bother me if I don't look at it. Where'd he go? Oh, jeez. I think the names are slightly different, but yeah. We have Yogg-Sothoth and Yogg-Sothoth Father of the Void. Didn't actually notice that before. Interesting they used the same Cthulhu twice, given the variety that they had to choose from, but interesting nonetheless. I guess they both are triple corrupt. But the first one can't attack serpents, I believe. You know, Lancelot. Starting to get low on packs here. A nice little plasticky pouch there. Ooh, we got a soul bond there. Evil Presence. Another Lily Lulu. I don't think we've actually pulled an Evil Presence in this one. Some of the uncommons are a little more elusive than you would think, but given that they're just uncommons, it's not a particularly big deal. Lulu, another Evil Presence. Maybe we did get more. Maybe it's not paying attention. Who knows? Only time will tell. Another Frontina. I haven't got any of that third soul bond yet. Or fourth, I guess. There's four here. Yeah, wow. A lot of soul bonds. Don't think I've seen this many since set 2. Have there even been in the pack since set 2? I guess not. It's a return to the old way. Lots of interesting stuff that they did with this set. Yeah. Speak of the Devil. Dreamy. Good card. Beautiful. Afternoon Ramian Trainer. Ah, Morgan. Spinel. Alright, we're down to our last pack. What do we get? What do we get? Basically, I just want to cut up and hit the tear tab, and sometimes I was a little overexcited and didn't do that. And a Merlin. Alright, well, let's take a quick pause here and we'll recap what we got. Alright, so we got 2 Trainer and 2 Afternoon Raimi level 2. 2 of her, 2 of Kogyoko, and we got 1 of Vienna Fantasia. And we got 3 Happy Earth, 1 Mint. One of them unfortunately a little bit dinged, but that will be able to be smoothed out, for me anyway. 2 Morgan. Pretty sad purple pile. Better than blue though. It's only level 3 and we didn't pull her. Halulu, 2 of her, and 2 little Laurier level 2. We got 3 Spinel and 2 Almaria level 3. 1 Gawain, 1 Percival, 2 Lancelot, and 3 Merlin. 3 Frontina, 1 Sigma Rain, 2 Lily Lulu, and 1 Tramy. And then our box toppers. 2 Maria, which is very good for the Magical Dream 7 deck. 1 Rafina, and 1 Koella. And our beautiful, beautiful hyper rares, we got 1 Passion Wing and 1 Chopart. Well, that's everything. Like I said, these singles will be up very soon, probably by the time you're watching this. I apologize for the time that it took to open this. Normally I open it on the day of. Unfortunately, there were 3 sets released that day. There was Yu-Gi-Oh!, Force of Will, and Caster Chronicles. So, didn't get around to it till now, but thank you very much for waiting, and I appreciate your patience, and thanks for watching.